I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this and a lot of hate, but I don't care because I believe in it 100%. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to strengthen your commitment muscle. This is probably one of the most biggest compliments. I think I just made that up, but it's one of the biggest compliments I ever receive is my discipline, my high level of commitment. And so I'm going to be spilling the tea. Ooh, that's hot, just like this topic. Boom. My name is Tanya Oliver, life coach to 7-figure entrepreneurs wanting to embody greatness in their business, life, and relationships. So, when I first started understanding energy psychology, when I was in my yoga practice and teacher training, and I took this energy psychology class on the chakras, which are the energy systems that run up along the spine. And there's this one energy system that I was really, really diving completely deep into, also known as the solar plexus chakra. And this energy has everything to do with willpower. And so if we're talking about commitment, commitment is your ability to say what you're going to do, to follow through with what you said you were going to do long after the emotional state has left you. That's the follow through game. I was so tired of going up and down on my journey of the achieving the darn thing with my goals. And when I learned this, I was like, oh my gosh. And it's so freaking simple, you guys, that but it's not easy. So let's do this today. Let's go into this. Step number 1 is shape-shifting the word. I really should do that, or I should have done this, to I choose to. I made a decision. I choose to go get up in the morning and work out. Decisions have been made. I choose to get up and get dressed because of the energy system and the way that I take pride in how I carry myself. I choose to show up for these YouTube videos because it brings me fulfillment knowing that I can add value to somebody when I don't know how long I'm going to be in this world for. So I have this information and I want to share it. The word should, what it also does on a molecular level, on a cellular level, and your insides, is it breaks it down. It's a critical word, so it's a word of criticism, not constructive criticism, where you're telling your subconscious that, like, hey, you broke your promise again today. Hey, remember that thing you said you were going to do? You didn't do it. Therefore, why should I trust you? So if you're wanting to even strengthen your ability to trust yourself and your self-worth, transitioning that word of like, I choose to, I made the decision, I'm going to follow through and execute on what I said I was going to do, even if it is just getting up in the morning, brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, and making my bed. Hey, bing, bing, winner, winner, and healthy dinner. Number 2 is distractions. Getting laser focused. Everybody talks about ADHD and ADD, and a lot of these even lead to, if you're getting to the subconscious layer with it, what I learned in theta healing and belief work is that a lot of it has to do also too with why we're impulsive, or why you do this, or why you do that. But guess what? The opposite is knowing that you are capable and that you can focus, and focus is a muscle. There's other videos that I'm sharing on how to strengthen your focus muscles, but today we're focusing on the commitment and the follow through, which is something as simple as setting your timer on your phone. They call it the tomato timer, they call it the whatever timer. I just set my phone timer for 45 minutes, and then I take a 15-minute break, or if I do a 1 hour and I take a 1 hour break, and I can't leave that task until I complete the darn thing. And so your ability to get laser focused and get clear on, if I were to complete anything this month. So for example, my clients that are making multi-millions of dollars will take a concept and they'll get frustrated because, like, I want to achieve this and I want to do this and I want to do this. I get it. We're all want to do everything, but some things need to go into incubation in order for you to achieve the things that are the most important in this season of your business life and in your relationships. And so if you were to complete that one thing or something this month, close a browser. So imagine if you have all of these browsers up on your computer screen and you have to go onto a live call. It's a really important call. It's a business call. And they say, or you're going to do a podcast. And they're like, okay, we need as much high-speed internet as possible. What are they going to tell you to do? close all your browsers. So if you're wanting to reclaim your personal power and to step into your power, what are you going to do? You got to close down those open browsers of those incomplete projects, those things that you keep like that are annoying you. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that we do is the commitment contract. So if you click that link below, there's a free 90-day focus sprint calendar. You can get that totally free. And with it is also a commitment contract where every single day you look at that one thing that's super important, that one browser that you want to close. It's going to build up momentum for you to achieve bigger and greater things. But the more browsers you have open, it's taking away your energy. It's taking away your power because it's telling yourself, hey, knock, knock, remember, you don't keep your promises to yourself. You're not capable of following through. You're not capable of achieving that really big goal and dream and vision that God has intentionally placed inside of your heart and inside of your mind. Nope, you're not responsible with it. So therefore, I'm going to take it away. I'm going to give it to somebody else. And then you're going to like be upset, depressed, have anxiety, like all these mental health things that can be resolved with you just like doing what you said you were going to do in your goals and taking care of yourself. Another great tip that I do in the inner circle is we build something out called a mind movie. One of the reasons why we also get distracted is that there's overstimulation and too many options. You could have a goal and then the next thing you know, there's another opportunity, because I've noticed that happening even within my business is that the more successful I become, the more people get to know what I do, the testimonials that people hear, the referrals that I get, speaking on stages, getting this book done. There's more opportunities that you don't want to miss out on. So you have that like FOMO, and you have to set discipline with yourself, because if you keep saying yes to all these other things, those things that are really important to you never get done and more browsers open. So there's something that we build out that I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza when I really wanted to take my meditation practice to a completely different level and step into that like supernatural state. And it's called the mind movie. So the mind movie is really a virtual vision board. So you guys talk about vision boards. Vision boards are coming right up. We're gonna cover that in December in the life wheel. It's called the life wheel, also known as a mind movie. We're gonna be covering that inside of the inner circle. So if you want information to that, you could click the link below. But what it is you create a virtual vision board on 10 subcategories of your life, and it keeps you completely focused on what your intentions are and what it is that you want for your future self, your higher self. And every day you chip away, closing those browsers or working towards those browsers and being able to keep a forward movement mindset as you're strengthening your ability to stay focused on the most important things that are going on in your life. Number 3 is the self-doubter. That inner critic, that inner part of your voice that's like, you can't do this, or maybe you can't achieve that. And it's like, I think the ultimate thief of our dreams and us living life on purpose. And I want to say this. If you're somebody who has a gift of to have a vision, because to have a vision and to know what you want is such a gift. Working with hundreds of people, I've realized, maybe probably even thousands of people at this point of doing coaching for 20 years, is majority of people when they first come to me is they don't know what they want. And even if you have built an externally successful life, your identity is going to want to shift. Back then, they used to call it midlife crisis. But now what I've realized is that it's just an identity shift, and giving yourself permission that at any point in time that you want to create an identity shift, you absolutely can. You can build a new character. You can build a new life. And as you've already created that clarity in your mind, you reverse engineer it. And during the pursuit of building a new character and building a new identity for yourself and changing your outer world, but first changing your inner world, there is going to be confliction of the mind. It's going to happen. And so by having that mind movie and having other things in front of you to keep you focused on who you're becoming, to create that new neural pathway in your brain of your future self versus trying to hold on to and fight for your limitations of your past self, you can't be in two places at the same time. It's like the story of two wolves. And I'll give you a story. Is like, there was this Cherokee Indian. He's a chief of a tribe, and he is passing down wisdom to his grandson. And the grandson he's telling him that there's this battle that goes on every single day between a wolf of like envy and jealousy and doubt and greed and hate and bitterness and anger and insecurity and all of these negative emotions and thoughts. And then he says, then there's another wolf of kindness and love and compassion and grace and humanity and confidence and joy and happiness and abundance and wealth. And every day these wolves are going at it. This is a battle in our minds. And the wolf that we feed is a wolf that is going to dominate and control your life. So every single day you have to make a decision and incorporate different tools like this that are going to help you build into yourself. And the voice of like, others do it better, others are faster, there's already so many products on the market, somebody else is doing coaching, this person's already written a book. And I like to think of it as like this. Think about your favorite artist right now, because they change, I'm sure. How many musicians, how many actors, how many authors, how many YouTube people are there out there? Or Instagram people are there out there? There's like millions. And do you only like one? Can you only choose one? I have so many like people that I love and I listen to and I love spending like my energy with, even though they don't know me yet. And I listen to them and they add so much value to my day. But I'm so grateful that there's not just one, because I get options and I get to choose depending what season I'm in and what level of growth I'm in order to be able to learn from these people, because the teacher's going to appear when you're ready to hear it. Just like maybe this video. You were here, you were ready to hear this message, and poof, here you and I are. So nobody is me. Nobody has my exact story. Nobody has the experiences that I have. Nobody's been in the pursuit of figuring out X, Y, and Z. And nobody loves the same exact things that I love, where all these little pieces are what make me authentically myself. And the people that are meant to be drawn to me and my message, where I can explain things to them and they're going to feel receptive, they're going to feel love, they're going to feel like the sternness, they're going to feel all these things, like, yeah, we make sense. And so it's the same concept for you. Nobody's going to do it like you. Nobody is you. Nobody has your story. Nobody has your voice. Nobody has the way that you move or the way that you explain things or the stories that you get to share with people. And that's what you have to keep reminding yourself. So instead of leaning into doubt, you lean into faith. You lean into trust. And all these things, as you show up and you take the steps every single day, one foot in front of the other, you get a lot closer towards that vision. And that vision soon becomes a reality. It becomes your reality. It becomes your new normal. And then guess what happens? It doesn't end there. Sorry to tell you, but not sorry. Is that growth consistently wants to appear more and more and more. And so then a new vision appears, and then a new identity needs to be created, and a new journey begins. And that's how the process works. And the fourth step, I don't have blah, 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 blah. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. I don't have this. It's like the excuse gremlin, where it's like, blah, 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 blah. If only I had blank, then I would blank. Well, what do you have? What are your resources? Are you maximizing your resources that you currently have? What can you do? That's always a big counter thought I have in my head. I don't have this. Okay, well, what do you have? I can't do this. Okay, well, what can you have? What can you do today? What can I do today? Oh, I have time. I can create these videos. Okay, cool. I don't have $5,000 a month extra just sitting around to hire full blown out people. Okay, well, I have a phone. I have this little $20 microphone. I have this and that. I do have extra money where I have a team helping me with some things. But like, where am I right now in this season of my business in my life? What can I do in order to maximize the resources that I currently have? And then do it. And that's when you start to get blessed up even more. God sees that you're taking the moves and that you're responsible with what you have been given, and therefore you will now receive more because you know that you are responsible with what you have and you're maximizing the use of it. And then something switches in your brain. Oh my gosh, I can do it. I do have it. And then you follow through. We're talking about commitment muscles, is like not allowing your excuses to run the show, just like that story of the two wolves. Like, I run the show. This is what I have. This is what I can do. And then maximizing that season that you're in. Number 5, procrastination, the tomorrow-itis. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Guess what? Tomorrow becomes Monday. Monday becomes Friday. Friday becomes Sunday. Sunday becomes Tuesday. Tuesday becomes da-da-da. By the time you know it, a year goes by and nothing's changed except the way that you feel about yourself. Maybe even worse internally. Maybe a little things have changed, but nothing changes if nothing changes, and things change when you change. Going back to step number 4, what can I do today? Maybe if it's 10 minutes, one of the best things you can do is you can eliminate time and intensity when it comes down to this. This is going to be another video. In order to eliminate moments when you're feeling overwhelmed, 5 minutes, 1 minute. What's the easiest thing I can do in regards to this? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then also, if it's like very intimidating and overwhelming, is there anybody, and this also maximize your resources, is there anybody that can be there for you for emotional support? Or maybe you need, if it's an organizational thing, maybe somebody can come in and help you with organization. Do you have friends? Do you have people that have that skill set? Sometimes it's just having an accountability buddy with you. And then sometimes if you do have the financial resources, you hire a coach. They're the number one people that are going to help you step into your higher self as fast as possible. We love healthy speed. So I hope these tips really helped and served you. This has a lot to do with that last energy system of survival that taps you into the next energy system of the heart chakra, the heart energy system, into thriving. So if you're wanting to move out of survival and into thriving, start to strengthen your commitment muscles and grab your commitment contract below and a 90-day focus sprint, totally free. Remember, you are built for an extraordinary life. But in order to achieve an extraordinary life, you have to become an extraordinary human being. Till next video, remember to subscribe if you found value in this. Like it, lets me know you want more of them. And share it because that's an abundant mindset. In the meantime, I'll see you later. Peace.